Hi guys, thanks for tuning in, and I really hope you like it. Every time you travel to a website, it gets logged into a travel log of all of the websites you've ever been to on this one account where you told them your exact age was 24 years old as a white male. And what do they do with this information? Well, typically, they'll sell it. And with or without your consent, it might be different. Now, this data that they're collecting on the internet log can be sold in different ways. One can be through the mutual consent of two consenting parties. Every time you visit a website, it'll typically ask if it can borrow your cookies. And while it's not referring to grandma's cookies, it is in fact referring to your internet log, as we've called it throughout this video. That internet log unlocks a lot about you, but if you do allow this, then there's really no ethical concerns there other than, well, how much you value your privacy, which is an entirely different topic. Where there are normal cookies, there are also Raisin Brand cookies, and by this I'm referring to the illegal selling of personal information without the consent of a consumer. We can see examples of this dating all the way back to February of 2020, and sooner obviously, but a bigger one that was known back then was T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint all being sued for more than $200 million because of their breaches in privacy by selling users' location data. These companies were selling data on where their consumers had been. If this isn't unethical, I'm not quite sure what you define as ethical. If you think this won't affect you, then you're dead wrong, because not only will this data be associated with your identity, but it'll also be sold and marketed as you without you consenting. This can lead to many harms such as stigmatization and discrimination, in addition to the basic loss of privacy. And no one really wants that. The best way to stay from being unethical in practices such as these is to never start in the first place. If Verizon and those other companies had never tracked the data and sold it to these other bigger companies that wanted the data, they would have never been in trouble for it. So, quite frankly, if you want to avoid unethical practices in business such as these, then just start by not starting. And past that, really all it comes down to is just being a good human being and knowing what's right. And sometimes that's really hard to do, but if we just use critical thinking and surround ourselves with smart people, there's really nothing we can't accomplish. And with that, I really just hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, that's the end of this.